Wait, you mean to tell me that this ludicrous comedy about two frat boy looking guys trying to find wedding dates for their sister's wedding is actually based on a true story? Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and I'm here today to review the film Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Now, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates follows the Stango Bros, Mike and Dave, who are known to fly off the hinges during family events, which leads to disastrous results. And so, in preparation for their sister's wedding, the family has an intervention with them and requests that they both bring some nice dates to the wedding in order to keep them under control. And so, they post an ad on Craigslist mentioning that they need some dates and it's an all-expense-free trip. A bunch of people answer it. These two girls, played by Aubrey Plaza and Anna Kendrick, see them on the Wendy Williams show, which I don't know why they chose Wendy Williams. I mean, that's a whole nother topic for another day. But they see them on the Wendy Williams show and they say to themselves, hey, this could be our chance to get a free vacation from these guys. And they seduce them into believing that they're nice people, they're nice, well-kept girls, and they go to Hawaii and shenanigans ensues. Now, it is true that this film is sort of based on a true story, but it's based on a true story the same way that Safety Not Guaranteed was based on a true story, meaning that the entire concept for both these films were inspired by ads that went viral on the internet, and somebody came up with a really neat or cool idea to make them into movies. And coincidentally, they both star Aubrey Plaza. I personally had no clue of this fact when going into the film. I learned about it while watching the film and afterwards when doing research for this review. But even in knowing that interesting factoid, I wasn't really all that excited to see Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. It just felt like your typical Zac Efron comedy where he plays the hunk, the sexy guy, kind of like a frat boy type character. It's raunchy, it's over the top, it's crude, that type of humor. In fact, it kind of reminded me so much of Dirty Grandpa, and not only in the fact that both Zac Efron and Aubrey Plaza are in the damn movie together. Once again, they're in 2 movies together this year. And not only that, freaking Adam Devine and Anna Kendrick, both from Pitch Perfect, are in this film as well. But hey, I'm willing to give this film a chance, so I went to go see it, and after seeing it, I have to say, it's a serviceable comedy. There are actually moments that made me laugh out loud really hard, where I had to stifle my laugh because the scene was so funny. 2 in particular were just so freaking funny. I was squirming in my seat because I didn't want everyone to hear me go, That's how funny those scenes were. I don't want to give them away just in case if you guys want to see them, but literally, there's just 2 scenes. Probably the 2 funniest scenes I've seen in a comedy all year. But does that make this a worthwhile comedy? Not really. The best and most enjoyable things about this film, in my opinion, were the 2 girls played by Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza, and Mike Stango played by Adam Devine. Much like the first letter of each of their names, they were all grade A hilarious. Every time you would see their characters on screen, that's when the film was really good and really entertaining, especially the 2 girls. They actually outshined the brothers. In fact, they got a lot of attention given to them in this film, especially dealing with Anna Kendrick's character. And I was very surprised at how much depth they gave her character in this really raunchy comedy. And Anna Kendrick killed it. Even though she's in this very ridiculous, raunchy comedy, she still brings her best. And Aubrey Plaza in this film, my goodness, this girl is trying so hard to shed off that whole narcissistic, give no fucks persona that she's been known for many years. She is trying to be the really raunchy type girl, and she goes at it in this film. Like, almost every line that she delivers is a really over-the-top, raunchy, perverted type line. But surprisingly, that's not a bad thing. In fact, I'm actually kind of liking the more raunchier Aubrey Plaza. As much as I do love the Debbie Downer type Aubrey Plaza, this new Aubrey Plaza is, dare I say, more fun and interesting. And Adam Devine. Every time I would see this guy, whether it be on a TV show or a film, I can't help but start smiling and laughing. Not because the guy is funny looking, mind you, but because he's just a naturally funny dude. He has raw, genuine comedic talent, and every scene that he's in this film always got a laugh from me. Whether it be like a really small chuckle like, okay, that was pretty funny that you did there, Adam. Or it would be a laugh out loud roar like, oh my god, that is freaking, oh my god, that's hilarious. The guy always delivered. Now, it's a bit of a double-edged sword because there are scenes in this film that are supposed to be somewhat taken seriously, where he has like kind of an emotional connection or moment with a character, but it's a bit tarnished because he starts acting a bit over the top, bit silly, and he turns the scene from something that should have been serious to something that's really, really hilarious. He does it about 3 times in the film, and I don't necessarily have a problem with this, as I feel like the film was self-aware that it is just an all-out comedy. It does have those serious moments, but when it came to his character, no, it's all-out comedy. Just make it as funny as possible. But unfortunately, I do have some major issues with this comedy. The biggest one being is that this film makes the same goddamn mistake that Dirty Grandpa made more than 6 months ago, where they would take these really raunchy, gross out scenes and make them go on for far too long, to the point where the joke has been beaten to the ground and it's no longer funny. It's just really uncomfortable, awkward, and unnerving. You're more covering your face than you are laughing. You're just like, why is this scene still going on? I'm really disgusted, guys. Just move on to another scene. Please stop. I feel really uncomfortable right now. There's an entire scene that takes place in a spa, and we're there for more than 15 to 20 minutes, and it's basically just so that we can show these really raunchy scenes where the bride-to-be is having this really sexual massage and she's orgasming and having a great experience, and then also one person goes into like the sauna and they kind of pleasure somebody in there, and then there's like a whole fight that goes on in the sauna. It wasn't funny. That's the problem. I mean, it would have been fine if I was laughing my ass off, but I wasn't. I was really, really uncomfortable, and I'm just like, why is this scene still happening? Can we move on to another scene? And yes, the spa scene has relevance to the story, and I understand it's a necessity, but it's not necessary to make it go on for that long. We get the gist of it. Speaking of the story, you probably saw this one coming. It is pretty cliche, and you probably can guess what's going to happen before it even happens. Like, I saw Jeremy Johns' review, which my opinions of the film is very similar to his, and he was right about how you would see a scene coming up and you would know what's going to proceed after that. It's very predictable. And I gotta say, out of everybody in the film, Zac Efron was the weakest link. Like, his character was so dull and so boring, not really all that funny. All of the funny scenes dealing with him were because of Adam Devine being in the scene with them. He made the scene funny, not really Zac Efron's character. And there's this whole subplot dealing with Zac Efron's character and wanting to be an artist, and him being really good and his brother like holding him down, that honestly goes nowhere. And I don't see how people can see greatness in this guy, as the film doesn't really showcase any sort of greatness from the character. He's just as much a bum, just like his older brother. But overall, guys, despite its many faults, I went into Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates just hoping to laugh, hoping to find something funny, and the film was able to accomplish that. There are so many laugh out loud moments. In fact, the film has the honor of having 2 of the funniest moments I've seen in a comedy all year. So I gotta give it some props there. And I don't think that it's a complete waste of time. It's not like the most special comedy out there, but if you're looking for a good time and to have a good laugh, this is a film to definitely check out. And I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It is an enjoyable film. But anyway, what did you guys think of this film? Did you love it to death? Do you think it's the best comedy of the summer? Or is it really boring? They went way too far with the raunchiness. And let me know, what is your favorite raunchy comedy? Comment below, let me know. Stay tuned. Hopefully I'll have an anime review out tomorrow. Hopefully you'll have a new video every day this week. I'm really crossing my fingers, hoping I can deliver that promise, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, y'all have a new anime review out probably tomorrow, a new top 10 list out on Wednesday, and a plethora of other videos on their way. So until then, guys, if you would like to see more videos on this channel and be a part of the Black Critic crew, please hit that subscribe button below, like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm Tony Watt II, the raunchy comedian known as the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube. On the wings of love.